Welcome back to Sam and Ham.
This is Sam.
And this is Ham.
And what are we doing today?
Today we're going to be doing another episode of Fan or Ban.
Fan or ban? Is this going to be a series?
Wow, almost. It might say episode 2 in the title.
Whack.
Whack. This time, instead of doing magic weapons like we did in episode 1, we're going to be doing adorable monsters.
So does this title literally say Fan or Ban? Adorable Monsters Edition?
Yes.
Episode 2?
Probably. Something like that.
Put down in the comment section down below what we should name these series.
Or if you guys just have ideas for what we should do next.
We're just trying to avoid clickbait.
It's fair. So, these guys are all going to be cute, and 4 out of the 5 will either make as good familiars or familiars for Pact of the Chain Warlocks. Because Pact of the Chain Warlocks get little stronger familiars, like, imps, whereas normally you're stuck with an animal for a familiar.
So these are going to be like less than a CR 1/8?
They're all less than a CR, I know for a fact.
Okay. That's fine. I mean...
Pact of the Chain, they get imps and pseudo-dragons, which are both 1 CR, so I'd say any of these are fine for a Pact of the Chain Warlock, personally. But
okay.
We'll get into that as we go, so...
Let's get started.
So up first is the Vulture Worm.
I don't know what to think of it. It does not look like a vulture.
It does look like a worm, though.
It looks like a parrot snake. Tell me I'm wrong.
I cannot.
The Vulture Worm, aka parrot snake.
So it's tiny, it lives in a desert.
And it's colorful.
Yes. It can fly, actually. It's a CR 1/2. Has an AC of 13 and 10 hit points. So technically, this thing's like fightable at low levels in like bigger numbers.
Yeah.
Like we have talked about some half CR. This is stronger than your average guard, theoretically.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's that fly. That 10-foot fly.
So it has a slow walking speed and even slower flying speed, 2 strength, but it's pretty dexterous.
So the Vulture Worm, aka parrot snake, aka colorful slug.
Yes. It is immune to being poisoned and poison damage, or is resistant to poison damage, and has a few special traits. The first one being marked for death. As long as a creature has at least 1 poison mark, it is poisoned and must make a DC 15 con saving throw, taking 2d4 poison damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Also on a success, the target loses 1 poison mark. A poison mark can be removed by protection from a poison spell or similar magic. A creature with 6 or more poison marks falls prone at the start and end of each of its turns. I think that's cute.
So the Vulture Worm, aka parrot snake, aka colorful slug, aka scorpion.
Yes. So it has 2 attacks. It can either bite, which only does 1 piercing damage, but then the target has to make a DC 13 con saving throw, be poisoned, and gain a poison mark.
Gotcha. So if you get bit multiple times, you only get to make a save per bite?
When you're bit, you have to make a save. If you fail, you get a poison mark. For every bit and spit, you get a poison mark for every one you fail. And then the marked for death trait says you basically lose poison marks for every success you get, and you get to make checks every once an hour.
Got you.
So their bite and spit both do damage in the middle of combat and apply poison marks, and those poison marks stay on you for potentially hours to come.
Got you. So if this creature manages to roll like a god and bites you like 10 times, you can walk away with 10 marks.
Yeah, technically. And if you have over 6, you're constantly falling prone.
Gotcha. And you only get to make that 1 save
once an hour. This can potentially bug you. If you get 6 marks on you, you're for up to 6 hours.
Yeah. You are out for the night, my guy, if you
potentially.
Get 6.
Well, I mean, you're only going to be taking a couple of poison damage, and hopefully you're not going to... Well, I mean, theoretically, if you fight early in the day, deal with a bunch of these poison marks for the next several hours, and then, another fight at nighttime, you might be in trouble.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, if you don't roleplay as drunk while having all those marks, because you're falling over.
That's fair.
You fall over, you stand up, you fall over again. Like, you're only moving like 5 feet a turn, because all your movement's based on falling.
They are literally only able to move like half speed, because they're falling prone like all the time.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Fan or ban?
I'm a fan of this.
All right.
I am a huge fan. I mean,
I think he's adorable. The art really sells this one for me.
The art sells it. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get caught by this thing. Like,
it's slow. It's got low range, but It's got plus
My-
3 to stealth. I mean, it's not bad.
My thought is, though,
Hmm.
if this was your creature, catapult.
Catapult.
You catapult this thing
No.
at somebody.
Up next,
No. Catapult.
the Blink Puppy.
First off, rip off art. I'm already against it. I recognize that card anywhere.
Oh yeah? What's that from?
Magic the Gathering.
It is.
It's a green card, and it's like Furious of the Small or something.
Oh, I forget that. Oh, it says it down here, doesn't it? Somewhere. Art. No, it just says Art. Wait, Credit Wizards. I do like that card. It's cute.
I mean, it's a cute card. It's cute art.
Yes.
But that's not really a blink dog.
It glows. Do you want to draw a Blink Dog from scratch? I'll steal card art, thank you. And so did this guy. So,
Ban.
no! You can't ban it for its art.
Watch me.
The Blink Puppy is a tiny fae. It's chaotic goodest boy.
Ban.
Thank you. It's got 12 AC, 2 hit points, and 35 speed. It's
2 hit points?
2 hit points.
2 hit points.
2 hit
Poor
points.
Puppy.
Yep, that's why this one is a CR0. This one, it does even say, was designed with the Find Familiar spell in mind. So it has Blink Step, which I think was kind of cute. It's 1 a turn. Normally, the Blink Dog has this whole different kind of jumping thing, and I guess this guy also did a regular, like a Blink Dog rework, but he didn't fit into the theme of the video, so we want this guy. So whenever it moves on its turn, it can choose to expend 10 feet of its movement to teleport up to 10 feet. So it doesn't just get extra range, it's just, it can blink through things.
Gotcha.
And then it's got keen hearing and smell, and then it has a bite that does 1 damage. So it is slightly faster than average. It runs 35 feet a turn.
Yeah.
It can only speak Blink Dog.
I didn't know blink dog was a language.
It is. It's kind of cool part of their lore. They have their own language and they can talk to each other.
Oh, that's cool.
Or communicate in the very least. But it does no damage, and it has keen hearing and smell, and it can do the blink thing.
Gotcha.
That is pretty much all to this thing.
When
Other
it
than
does
it's
no
adorable.
damage. It says 1 hit.
Sorry, 1 damage.
It does 1 damage.
It's a very important 1 damage, potentially.
He is a wiffle ball.
All I can get is his wiffle ball bat. What do you think? Look in those puppy dog eyes and say, ban. I double dog dare you.
Ban.
Why?
Cause screw you, that's why.
Ah! All
We
right.
have plenty of puppies. We don't need a druid going around with his freaking blink dog. Just...
You're telling me you would not like a blink puppy?
No.
Lies, slander.
No, I'd rather have the colorful worm.
All right, up next, the Displacer Kitten.
Look at those eyes. Those eyes are made for murder.
That's true of all cats, actually.
No, you look at your son's eyes and say they speak murder.
They do. So this one is made by the same guy, and I like how he says it here, this one is designed for the Pact of the Chain Warlock in mind, because they have stronger familiars, and a Displacer beast is stronger than a Blink Dog, just like this kitten is stronger than the puppy.
Yeah.
This guy is a tiny monstrosity, chaotic, evil, crossed out adorable. I like that. He has 13 HP, 13 AC. He's a half CR, so again, stronger than your average human guard. Just saying.
Yeah.
It has 17 dexterity, it's very stealthy, it's got dark vision, it has avoidance, which means if it's subjected to an effect that allows it to make a saving throw to half damage instead takes no damage if it succeeds, like Fireball. Displacement, it projects a magical illusion near it that makes it appear to be standing near its actual location, making attack rolls against it have disadvantage. And it's also lightly obscured. If it's hit by an attack, this trait is disrupted until the end of its next turn, and it's also turned off if their speed is 0. They have keen smell as well, and shifting step. When an attack misses it, and its like displacement trait is active, it can move 5 feet and not provoke attacks opportunity. And then it has tentacles that do 1d4 plus 3 bludgeoning damage, plus a d4 of piercing damage.
I love it. So this thing makes an image of itself, like carbon copy.
Yeah, so Displacer beasts are a little weird. It's like, imagine you were staring at a cat, and there's a second cat, not like full on next to it, but like just beside it, like they're overlapping images. Cat, and it's like a Venn diagram of cat.
So you're telling me this cat can reenact The Shining.
Kinda, yeah.
And just with those eyes go, come play with us. And then hit you with a tentacle.
Yeah, it's got a couple slappers. Slappy, slappy.
Slappy. Banned for kink shaming.
What?
No tentacles.
Are you serious?
No, I'm a fan.
Alright, alright. Up next, more stolen magic art.
How dare they steal Ember Cat?
The Ember Cat. Also made by Arena Guy. Man, this episode dedicated goes out to the Arena Guy. My man. You make a lot of cute art. Or a lot of cute animals.
Cute animals based off of Magic the Gathering art.
Yeah. So the Ember Cat
Mm-hmm.
is a tiny elemental.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 13 AC, 13 HP, which is actually the same stats as the Displacer Kitten. But it's really quick. It's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. It's immune to fire and poison.
Mm-hmm.
It's immune to a host of conditions.
Mm-hmm.
It's got dark vision out to 120 feet. And it can speak Ignan and understand Common. But it can't speak Common.
Interesting.
CR1, so it's stronger than anything else we've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, the Imp and Pseudo Dragon are both CR1, so he does mention that, back to the chain, Warlocks can choose these guys, potentially, with DM permission. It has Fire Form, so it can squeeze through an area up to an inch wide, without having to, like, squeeze. A hostile creature that touches the Ember Cat, or hits it with a melee weapon attack while within 5 feet of it, takes a d4 of fire damage. It has Fire Sight. It has advantage on ability checks made to detect visual illusions within 30 feet of it, and it has advantage on saving throws against illusions. A very specific hate.
Mm-hmm.
It shines light around it, which makes sense because it's on fire, and has keen hearing and smell. It has a claw attack that does about 2d4 plus 3 damage, half of it fire, and it has an action where it can teleport 60 feet to an unoccupied space it can see that's within 5 feet of an open flame. So if you're in a burning house, this thing's pretty mobile.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It's adorable, and one of the things I like is it gives another low-level elemental to fight. There are not a lot of those to go around. Trust me, at one point in one of our campaigns, I was really trying to find some good elementals at lower levels, because most elementals are quite high levels, other than the Mephits, which are lame. What do you think of this Ember Cat?
What I'm thinking right now, cats rule and dogs drool. That Blink Dog, way weaker than the other
I'm
two.
offended. Yes, well, yeah, because a Blink Dog's only an ACR. Isn't it? Wait, what is a Blink Dog?
Cats rule. Cats are stronger than dogs in D&D.
A Blink Dog's a quarter CR. So even a full-grown ass Blink Dog is weaker than an Ember Cat. A full-blown ass Blink Dog is weaker than that Displacer Kitten.
Cats are stronger than dogs in D&D. I'm a fan.
Alright, now I've saved the best for last. This is the only one that probably, due to many laws, shouldn't be a familiar. The Goblet.
A baby goblin?
To quote the creator, it's bleeped up. How a goblet is a cup and not a tiny goblin.
It's not a tiny goblin, it's a cup?
Well, no, goblets, like, you drink out of a goblet.
Oh.
So not only is it a goblin, it's a bleeping pun. It's combining my favorite things.
Ban.
Bleep you. I don't care if you ban it, I'm reading this thing. The goblet is 14 AC. It's got 5 HP, speed of 20, super dexterous, 2 strength. It's got +7 to stealth, +5 to sleight of hand, 30 feet of dark vision, quarter CR, so the same power as a normal goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has Nimble Escape, which is the goblin racial ability of being able to disengage or hide as a bonus action. It also has Pack Tactics, so it has advantage on attack rolls as long as it has another ally within 5 feet of that person. It also has a Scimitar, a short sword, and it can bite people. The bite only has 1d1 damage, but my god, it must be adorable. Look at that face.
Rather have the Blink puppy.
It does have poison on their weapons, by the way. All their weapons actually do 1d1, and they just do a d4 of poison damage.
Just a weaker Scorpion. Scorpion at least gave out markers. Rather have the colorful slug.
It is a higher CR than the goblet, I'm just saying.
CR schmear.
Alright. Ban or ban?
Ban.
No
No goblins for you.
I love you, goblet. But those are all of them. We're 3 out of 5. Mostly because I showed you a lot of cats.
Yeah, you did. Way to play to the dealer.
I try. Yeah, didn't even let the puppy get through.
No.
Okay. Of the 5, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, the worm.
Yeah, that worm's pretty freaking cute, right?
Catapult.
That's awful.
No,
That's so awful.
It reminds me of one of those little toys. Remember the little string pipe cleaner worm thing? That's what I want to do with it. I just want to like twirl through the fingers and then you just launch it at somebody. Like, and then it can bite people.
You should never play a wizard.
I don't need catapult to throw things.
Well, that's it for this episode of Fan or Ban. I'm gonna go reconsider some life decisions real quick.
This is Sam.
And this is Ham.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.